Alright, time to talk about how to diagram a sentence. So I probably just mentioned this, but I find that for a lot of students who are especially visual learners, seeing how the parts of the sentence relate to each other visually can really help them understand modifiers and what I mean by how something functions in a sentence or how the words in the sentence relate to each other. So I'm going to start with a very simple sentence and then add on a modifier each time so you can see how the modifiers relate to each other. Alright, every sentence diagram starts like this. So the subject of the sentence goes here and the predicate goes here. If there's something called a direct object, that's going to go over here, but we're not worrying about that today. So let's say we have the sentence, the cat meowed. The subject of that sentence is cat because cat is what is doing or being something. What did the cat do? Well, the cat meowed. So meowed is our predicate and it goes over here. Alright, what do I do with the? Well, the describes the cat because it tells us that we're talking about a specific cat as opposed to saying a cat meowed. The difference between and the, with it could be any cat. When we say the, then you're talking about a specific cat. Alright, anyway, the is modifying cat. When you diagram a sentence, modifiers are written on a diagonal line underneath the word that they are modifying. Okay, since the is modifying cat, the is going to go on a diagonal line underneath cat. Okay, pretty simple, but what if we add in a modifier, another one? What if we describe the cat as being orange? Well, if the cat is orange, then orange is a modifier describing the cat. So that also goes on a diagonal line underneath cat. It's not related to the because the and orange don't have anything to do with each other, so it's going to go directly underneath cat. Alright, so next, what if we want to describe how orange the cat was? Alright, so let's say we have the bright orange cat meowed. You might want to say, oh, bright is describing cat, but that's different. If we say bright to describe the cat, then you're probably saying the cat is very smart. But in this case, we want bright to describe how orange it is. So in this case, bright is acting as an adverb modifying orange. So bright would go underneath orange on a diagonal line. Okay, the bright orange cat meowed. Okay, what if we want to modify meowed? What if we want to tell how the cat meowed? Okay, so we could say the bright orange cat meowed loudly. Since loudly is telling us how the cat meowed, then that means it's modifying meowed. So it goes on a diagonal line underneath that. Okay, what if we want to say how loudly? We can do that if we say the bright orange cat meowed very loudly. Since very is describing loudly, then we would put very underneath loudly. We wouldn't put it under meowed because you wouldn't say the cat very meowed or the cat meowed very. That wouldn't make sense. So very goes here. Alright, so this is how you would diagram the sentence, the bright orange cat meowed very loudly. So the and orange both modify cat, bright modifies orange, loudly modifies meowed, and very modifies loudly.